We got depopulating over for the team 1. What a paladin name, dude. I don't know why this is so weird. Is that Wings off the bat? This man with the scythe already ready to go, Wings blaring, but caster meta is going to try to see if he can play up to that caster meta. It really does feel like a very caster heavy meta, doesn't it? Big root onto depopulating, big arcane misses by the mage, big damage out of depopulating though. Looks like he's still got plenty of pressure while Wings are holding. He's playing into the big crusade Wings, so it's going to be quite a bit of damage. Caster meta is going to go for a massive all the time just to give him a lot of survivability here, reversing a lot of this damage. Depopulating, got himself a wall, got himself a shield of endless at the ready, gonna be some immediate immunity to magic damage as caster trying to see if he can back up out of there. Might be an icebox situation, honestly, unless he's in a bad spot. Wait, oh my goodness, it's Ada out of left field. I think he was maybe hoping he would have another ability to use in between of that before having to pop an ice block, but in just the same global, when you chose to press another ability that is an ice block, that's where the paladin just goes in for a big slammer. Silencer follow might be a bubble situation, actually no! He's able to take advantage of the fact that there was a forbearance out of that guy fairly quickly. I wanted an auto man setting me off the rip. Oh, was he? I didn't even realize it. Gonna be full dots on the stone blood, wants to maintain himself as best as he can. While he's got a no dampening, he should be able to survive a lot of this damage. Big burst after Haitian does go for the trinket. Fade to follow, trying to see if he can maybe dodge any damage from Stoneblood. He's gonna go for big damage. Gonna be a rebuke out of the paladin, but the tentacle is gonna be attached to him. Should worry about his health. He's gonna go for a bit of a defense here with the shield of Venice. Haitian popping off a little bit of the desperate prayer together with a vampiric embrace in order to give himself a little bit extra passive survivability. Mindful insanity, gonna be Stoneblood actually able to dispel a lot of the knots off of himself. Full immunity to follow Haitian. May just be looking at disperse here potentially. That or just he's gonna try to see if he can survive until the paladin puts him in a bad situation. There goes the Hodge, there goes the disperse. Now there's a forbearance of the Stoneblood. If Haster has himself a Void Torrent again, he will be in a great spot. He just gotta make sure full dots are up on the Stoneblood. Big burst damage into a great fade for Haster right now as he's trying to see if he can dip away from Stoneblood. Does want to see if he can break past the shield. Maybe a disperse situation right now, trying to see if he can be careful. Does go for disperse as the paladin finds himself enough damage to be able to blast him out. Paladin does go for the trinket as he removes his dots. Potentially could be a situation where Haster could remove bubble, but he's still in a bad situation. Maybe thinking about defenses right now. Going to be a shadow crasher on the around top of Stoneblood. Does he get himself a bit of empirical base? Maybe he can have himself a proper go here. Stoneblood no longer has a big immunity. Big Void Torrent with silence, putting pressure onto the paladin. The paladin might be in a bit of a danger unless he can find a way to deal with these dots fairly quickly. Haitian does have a lot of that consistent ticking down pressure. Blind by Stoneblood, looking for recovery. He can only use Flash of Light every handful of seconds though. It is instant cast, but he can use it in order to help him recover a little bit of health here and there. Full layer in hands, got himself Blessing and Sanctity in case there was a stun around the corner by Haster. It is going to be able to take out Scythian fairly quickly. The Shadow Presence is a little bit more global just to get a proper go into Stoneblood. Full stun right after, no trigger for a bit. Does have Wings going back up, so this way Haster may want to play defensive. Haster does not have an answer in this situation though. He doesn't have a big defensive. He does have himself a root onto Stoneblood for just a second. Got himself the precognition as well. Full PI there already, wants to go for big damage if at all possible, but I don't know if he'll be able to do that while the big defenses are up for Stoneblood, while Wings are active. For it's best for Haster honestly to maybe catch up a little bit of healing behind the pillar, and then maybe try to see if he can get himself a proper go versus Stone. Silence to follow, trying to go for Void Eruption. Going to be an interrupt together with a stun trinket out of Haster. Does have an answer. Disperse coming up very soon. Guide Big Void Eruption. Maybe can keep himself alive here. Does go for a little bit of healing. It's going to be Aegis as well. Does he have enough damage here? Might just go for Disperse. Even if he went for Disperse, which he did, it didn't matter. His health was so low. 60% damage reduction of Disperse was not going to keep him alive whatsoever. The Stoneblood was able to crack through those defenses. It's going to go for Flame Check. Stoneblood does have a way to dispel any of those magic effects with judgments here and there, so there's going to be plenty of knockups by the Shaman. Is going to go for knockback. Stoneblood with a judgment does end up knocking himself back up again. Actually makes it hard for him to stay on top of Chicago to really get in melee. But honestly, maybe for Paladin, that doesn't really even matter that much. Counter-Strike Totem is up. Stoneblood, if he's not careful, he could do damage to himself. Does end up disabling the totem as soon as possible. Blind to Chicago as he backs up for a second. Still got Wings. Honestly, it might be a good situation to get back in there. But at this point, Chicago may just have enough Maelstrom to maybe make a damage play. That is going to be a Sunder, but it looks like it is fully immune with the Spell Ward. And check out Chicago, maybe in a bad situation. Could maybe go for a little bit of healing. Totems are down in order to give him a little bit of recovery. Chicago not really doing all the good health-wise. Whoa! Stoneblood does go in for a big go. turning around versus Chicago. That perfect use of the magic immunity did give him a little bit of the opportunity to score a kill. Crashing fires coming down out of Diabolica's blasting out through Stoneblood. Is going to try to see if he can port him kind of next to the pillar. Double portal available together with an Infernal. Stoneblood does have a bubble for this one. Trying to go for a blind versus the Elemental. I don't think the Infernal takes get to be blinded or really CC'd unless it's like a full-on stun or a root or something. But Stoneblood tried to see if he can maybe get a bit of CC on Diabolica's bubble. Was used really early on. So Dia got himself a pretty decent setup. Where as long as he got himself a bit of mobility, he might be getting himself in a good situation. Bonzafell around the corner. Stoneblood will want to back up out of there. But do you want to break the Bonzafell? Because you're not really given a situation. Kind of got to move as soon as possible. Didn't wait it out long enough. But just trying to see if he can potentially get himself out of that situation. 1v2 attack? I don't see it. All right. Honestly. Mordecai sent in, cares about setting up. I think for Stoneblood that might just be lights out at this point. He didn't one bolt, second, and Sikas. Oh, and Diabolicus does let him go for the shatter burn to expunge the life out of him. With Kevin leaping around the corner, looking to maybe end this duel quickly versus Dia. Stormbolt immediately forces a trinket with a port out of Diabolicus, trying to see if he can get a succubus around the corner versus Kevin to pull him away from any kind of pillars. As Kevin does leap in, does put in the aggression. I think Kevin is probably going to back up and maybe wait until the next Stormbolt is available. And whenever he gets himself another way to reconnect with Diabolicus, he better be careful of the succubus, which Dia is putting kind of out in the open. As soon as you're going to charge in, he could veer you away from him. Perfect setup. It's going to be Bonzafell break and putting you behind the pillar right after, just sending you away. Kevin charges back in there with yet another Stormbolt. Big bleed available as an arms warrior. Potential lots of damage. Dia is trying to see if he can just go for a bit of a dark pact to reduce that damage as best as possible. At least let it just get absorbed into his shield. Big portals a rub. Soul fire to follow. Kevin may just be done for the count. Big stun. Oh, the Shadowbird just expunging life yet again. The Instacast on a Destro Warlock's man, kind of nutty. Shad Hung gonna be up next. Got himself full camo. Succubus hanging around the right hand side. Could always try to pull Shad Hunt away as soon as he's out in the open. Diabolicus actually walked right next to him, try to go for a flare where he thought the succubus would be. Doesn't quite connect. Bonzafell almost connecting Dia, trying to see if he can reposition. Kill commands are going to be doing quite a bit of damage. Big damage onto Shadowhunter with an instant cast as he goes in for a stun trinket to follow for Shadowhunter. Bonzafell is going to end up breaking it. Immolate. Diabolicus got him some plenty of damage right now. Shadowhunter may just need to use a defensive right now. Oh, quick. Oh my god. I think Shadowhunter popped the chimeric poison on Dia. I was hoping maybe the silence would save him, but he got a quick cast with Incinerate, taking him out fairly quickly. Those Incinerates do a lot of damage. Aerolus is the last one left. I don't really know if Aerolus wants to go for an honor duel or not, or if he really does. He wanna? I think Dia's really trustworthy of Aerolus, dude. Aerolus has been a homie this entire time in duels. Out of all the rogues, most people don't trust a rogue to give him a proper honor duel or anything. Is he waiting for Emotes to heal him? I mean, if Aerolus is cool with it, I'm fine with it too. Yeah, go ahead and heal him. I love seeing stuff like this, man. This is why I love the honor duels, man. When the competitors establish respect for each other, where they can just go all out, have fun in the duels, but also make sure that it's as close and even as it can be. Dia having to go big defenses here as Aerolus putting in a lot of pressure onto the Warlock, not giving him a chance to even catch a breather. Might just be over for the Warlock. Aerolus goes in for a vanish, Shadow steps right back in there out of the Shadow Strikes. Mad damage out of Aerolus, though. This man is unstoppable. My goodness. A lightning bolt in his hands. Lava burst getting sent in. Aerolus trying to see if he can wait it out inside of a smoke bomb. Gonna be a totem, rooting him out in the open. Immense does have a big lightning in his hands, ready to go. Could go for a Stormkeeper of his own, actually. Aerolus trying to step in, trying to see if he can get aggressive as Immense backs up out of there for just a second. Trying to go for them crashing earth shocks. Lava burst flying in. Big damage onto Aerolus. Might be in a bad situation. Wait a second. Cloak of Shadows not available. Does he have a Flame Shock? It might be over for Aerolus. Oh. The lava burst to the end. I think a Flame Shock would have ended him too. It's just the immense damage out of literally immense damage out of a shaman named Immense will do the trick. Dia bringing it back for his team for 3 kills in a row, but Aerolus able to shut him down quite handily. But then afterwards, he spent everything into the Warlock. And it was kind of rough after you don't have both vanishes and Cloak of Shadows. Also, if you